friends, welcome to the next lecture of thermodynamics. Dear friends, in our earlier lecture, we have studied about first and second law combined. Friends, we have derived the equations for first and second law combined, and we use various equation for various process and various system. Now friends, we have already studied about concept of lost work, and we have also studied available energy, unavailable energy friends, and we study availability and irreversibility in this lesson. So friends, in our this lesson, the objectives are maximum work done during the steady flow process. So friends, we will study also maximum useful work, and friends, we will study, as I said, availability and irreversibility of the process. So friends, we will start with maximum work during a steady flow process. We know that equation for steady flow process is m1 in bracket h1 plus c1 square upon 2 plus gz1 plus dq upon d tau is equal to m2 plus h2 plus c2 square upon 2 plus gz2 plus dw upon d tau. We have already derived this equation in our previous lectures. Then friends, here is unit mass flow rate. Here m1 bar equals to m2 dot is equal to 1. So friends, this equation get converted into dw upon d tau is equal to h1 minus h2 plus c1 square upon 2 minus c2 square upon 2 plus gz1 minus z2 plus dq upon dt. So friends, by arranging the equation above and putting mass flow rate is equal to unity, we get these equations. Dear friends, again we are rearranging this equation. So friends, what we get here? Friends, h1 minus h2 plus c1 square minus c2 square upon 2 plus gz1 minus gz2 plus t naught s2 minus s1. Friends, we know that dq is equal to p ds. So friends, we use this equation. Here dq is equal to t naught s2 minus s1. So friends, we will get also h1 minus t naught s1 from here plus h2 minus t naught s2, here t naught s2 from here, and plus c1 square minus c2 square upon 2 plus z1 minus z2. So my dear friends, if we neglect the kinetic and potential energy, if we neglect this c1 square minus c2 square upon 2 and gz1 minus gz2, then friends, we will get W max is equal to h1 minus h2 minus t naught s1 minus s2. And friends, this is the maximum work getting from steady flow process. Okay friends, it is open process. And friends, if we want to find maximum work for closed system, then friends, from steady flow process for open system, it is h1 minus h2 minus t naught s1 minus s2. So here it is open, so it is enthalpy h1 minus h2. Friends, if it is closed system, then energy associated with the closed system is internal energy, and it is denoted by u1. So friends, instead of h1 minus h2, we write u1 minus u2, and friends, t naught s1 minus s2 here same. So friends, we will get for closed system maximum work is W max is equal to u1 minus u2 minus t naught s1 minus s2. Okay dear friends. Now my dear friends, we will move to our next topic, which is maximum useful work. Dear friends, what is maximum useful work? The maximum useful work is defined as maximum work obtainable in the process. How much maximum work is obtained from the process is called as maximum useful work. It is the difference between maximum work and work done on atmosphere. Friends, if the efficiency is the maximum, then we will get maximum work. And friends, we are doing work on atmosphere due to its irreversibility. So if we make difference between maximum work at maximum efficiency minus work done on atmosphere, so friends, we will get maximum useful work. Now friends, we are considering here a closed system. Okay friends, this is the closed system. There is only flow of energy, there is no mass flow. And friends, its initial condition is pressure is P1, volume is V1 and temperature is T1. Okay my dear friends, now it attain final condition P2, V2 and T2. Pressure P2, volume V2 and temperature T2. The surrounding are maintained at P naught and T naught. This is the surrounding condition P naught and T naught. Then work done on atmosphere is, friends, what is work done on the atmosphere? It is W atmosphere is equal to P naught V2 minus V1. Okay friends. Now maximum useful work is work done maximum minus work done on the atmosphere. So friends, it is closed system. So for closed system, maximum work is U1 minus U2 minus T naught S1 minus S2. We have already derived this. Now friends, what is work done on the atmosphere? It is P naught V2 minus V1. So friends, it is our from closed system exchange work. Okay friends. Now friends, we will rearrange the equation. Then we will get U1 plus from here P naught V1 from plus here and minus T naught S1 from here. Okay friends. Similarly minus U2 plus P naught V2 minus T naught S2. Dear friends, here we are taking U1 is equal to U, P naught V1 is equal to V minus T naught S is equal to S1 is equal to S. And we are taking 1 outside. Similarly U plus P naught V minus T naught S and 2 here outside. So friends, U plus P naught V minus T naught S is considered phi 1. Okay friends, and this U plus P naught V minus T naught S is equal to considered to be phi 2. It is phi 1 minus phi 2 and phi is equal to U plus P naught V minus T naught S. And friends, this phi is equal to availability function for closed system. This is the availability function for the closed system. Okay dear friends. Now friends, we will derive maximum useful work for our open system. This is our open system, and friends, thermodynamic analysis is done on the control surface. Okay friends. So for open system, work done useful is equal to work done maximum. There is open system. So friends, there is transfer of mass and transfer of energy across the system boundary. So friends, there is this become 0 for our open system. Work done on the atmosphere is equal to 0. So friends, here H1 minus H2 minus T naught S1 minus S2. This is work done maximum for open system. Okay friends, and we will rearrange this equation. H1 minus T naught S1 here and H minus T naught S here friends. For this is we are rearranging, and friends, this is phi 1 dash and minus phi 2 dash here and phi here H minus T naught S, and this is the availability function for open system. Friends, this is the open system. So here it is our enthalpy, and this is the closed system. So friends, it is here our internal energy. this U plus P naught V become here enthalpy, as we know that enthalpy is equal to internal energy plus surrounding exchange. So this is basically for availability function of open system, and this is for our closed system. Now, my dear friends, we will move to our next topic, which is availability. Dear friends, what is availability? The maximum useful work that is obtained in process is termed as availability. Okay friends, that we are deriving the equation is our availability for the process, for closed process and for our open process. Now friends, what is irreversibility? It is the difference between maximum work transfer and actual work transfer. Friends, it is the difference between maximum work transfer, it is when efficiency is maximum, and minus our actual work transfer. Okay friends, now here total energy, which is divided into available energy, which is also known as exergy, which is W max. W max we have available, and unavailable energy which is rejected at our sink in case of heat engine is T naught ds. This is due to our environment irreversibility. Now friends, this available energy is divided into two types. It is availability and irreversibility. What is availability? It is maximum useful work, which is actual we are getting from the our processes. And what is irreversibility? It is work done maximum when efficiency is maximum minus work done actual, and it is equal to T naught, it is temperature of our atmosphere surrounding, into change in entropy T naught S, and friends it is T naught change in entropy of system, and it is T naught change in entropy of universe. Okay friends, this is our irreversibility, T naught change in entropy of system, or T naught change in entropy of our universe, and this is also called as Gauss-Tolda theorem. Okay dear friends, now my dear friends, we will study about second law efficiency. What is second law efficiency? Here there is cycle, we are supplying Q1 amount of heat and we are getting W actual amount of work. Okay friends, so second law efficiency is equal to W actual upon W maximum. When efficiency is maximum, then we are getting W maximum, and we are working at any natural efficiency, any in our environment, then it is we are getting work done actual. So second efficiency is equal to work done actual upon work done maximum. Dear friends, this is work done actual upon work done maximum. We are multiplying by Q1, which is supply of heat, and dividing by Q1. So friends, here work done actual is equal to, it become efficiency 1 upon, it also become work done maximum. So friends, work done actual upon Q1 is written as efficiency 1. Okay friends, it is real efficiency, and friends we are moving this Q1 downward from W max. So friends, this is efficiency 1, which is actual, upon this is work done maximum upon Q1, which is for our Carnot engine. It is for efficiency higher in our Carnot engine, so we can write as W maximum upon Q1 is equal to efficiency of Carnot engine. And friends, from here efficiency 1 is equal to efficiency second into efficiency Carnot. This is our efficiency relation between first efficiency, which is actual, and this is second efficiency, and it is efficiency of Carnot. So friends, this is the end of the lecture. Dear friends, if you find this lecture is useful for you, then like the lectures, and friends share it as maximum possible. Thank you friends, thank you for your support.